That's good.
Here we are in a special segment of El Monte Tonight. I'm Arturo Esparza, minus my co-host, Ms. Vivian, who's out getting prepared for her performance tomorrow night at the American Legion Post in beautiful Alhambra, California. But we're at no loss for beauty around here, as you can tell by my guests. Here, Vincie Martin. Thank you, Vincie, for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
That's great. Well, there's so much I need to ask you, and you have such beautiful jewelry. And
Thank
I
you.
guess, excuse me, how did you get into the business?
I've been working in the fashion industry for some 30 plus years.
You started when you were 5?
I went to Fashion Institute, and right after graduating at about the age of 21, I went to work for the California Mart building here on Los Angeles Street,
Right.
Garment District, as we know it. I worked in that industry wholesale in women's ready-to-wear, career wear, separates, and women's accessories. I found my niche in jewelry and accessories, and since then have just been completely glued until time and life continued. I slowly evolved into creating and making my own, and thus is here the line of Cosa Bella Tori.
Cosa Bella Tori.
Yeah.
The name means what?
It's Italian, and it means Tori's pretty things. Tori,
It's better in Italian, yeah.
yeah.
It loses something
right?
in the translation,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, Cosa Bella Tori. It was Cosa Bella before. Then since my daughter has passed on, I added her name to the end, Tori. So it is all Italian, and it means Tori's pretty things. Very much the same as in Spanish, Cosa Bella. So the same meaning.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. As I was reading that bio that you gave to me, I see that you donate part of the proceeds that you get from this to the Children's Hospital, correct?
Yes, yes, indeed.
So not only are you a very talented, charming young lady, but you also are very generous, and you pay it back.
I think that's the only way we can all be. We're all on a journey here, and we're all here to help each other. And life is and can be hard, difficult. There are many walking a very
Fine line, a tightrope.
right, unbelievable, journey and path.
Yeah, right.
But then there's others that are not, and we don't know that. So it's always good to give and help, because you really just don't know how many do need and
Right.
are suffering, and especially children. It's just unbelievable.
Well, it's
know.
obviously, and it's unfortunate because it's out of tragedy. This comes from, but it's amazing the philosophy you carry around with you, see, and that's what I'm saying. It's paying it back, paying it forward, if you will, and that's why So I find that really, really phenomenal and very laudable on what you're doing.
Thank you.
And such, and like I said, and you have now. I have to ask this: is there a set location? Do they order this vis-a-vis through internet, or how's it get?
Yes, I do sell online. I do a lot of jewelry shows all over. City of Covina has recognized me as an artist, so I participate in the art walk that they have once a month. I also do some art walks in various other cities, La Puente, Pomona. I've done Montclair, and the latest now is West Hollywood, the Fairfax High School on Fairfax and Melrose.
Okay.
And I do a lot of store visits, making appointments, presenting my name and my line, and speaking to the buyers and or owners, and just building really a rapport. I'm more, how can I say, enchanted with making a connection and
Networking.
yeah, friendship through anyone's business. My endeavors are to create, as you say, networking and connections.
Sure.
Whether it be business or sales come out of it or not, but I've always left with something very profitable in that sense, where I'm gaining, whether it's knowledge or experience or just meeting people. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, I'm sure you're very, very popular because like I said, I find you so charming.
Well, thank
And
you.
no, thank you. It's your charm. I had nothing to do with it, folks. I had nothing to do with that one. But
Thank
that's,
you.
and like I said, it's just, it's phenomenal because, you are doing this. You find time to do all these things and get out there and network.
Yeah.
And, something popped in my mind. See, and it's unfortunate because I always come up with ideas. And I was thinking about, and you remember we discussed it earlier as far as getting you connected with us at some point. And and I just was looking at you and I'm thinking, we're going to resurrect our woman's talk show, Heart and Soul.
Oh.
So we have a woman's talk show that's like our version of The View, if you will, or whatever you want to call
lovely.
it. And we're recasting the panel who's going to be on there. And we look for very productive, powerful, professional women to be on there. And and in your case, somebody with a real good soul, which which fits the bill for the title. And I'd like to extend that offer to you. You're gonna have to go through my adopted daughter Maggie Ramirez because she vets everybody.
Okay.
And she'll do that to me again. But I think, like I said, I think you'd be really awesome. I think you'd bring a lot to the table, and no pun
thank you.
intended.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
because we do have some other ladies that really, including my daughter, that really have been very successful. She's got her own business as well, and she does what she does. So, just briefly, could you describe the three pieces you have here right in front of us?
Okay. As you mentioned, Heart and Soul, I feel that every piece is a unique, one of a kind. You will not see this on anybody else. So each piece I make is one of a kind. And they are, as you mentioned, heart and soul, mind and body. Heart and soul, it's for the whole package. As women, of course, we're concerned with appearance, but also more than the appearance, I feel the inner beauty is what makes a woman shine.
Right.
It is the closing of the complete deal. So in my pieces, my latest inspiration right now is the Buddhism and the Buddha, because it is such a serene peace of mind. For me, it's been very cleansing and just an awakening overall.
Right.
Mentally and spiritually, I feel.
Well, do you
very
practice
good.
do you practice Buddhism?
I am starting to. Yes.
You're going to hit it off with our veteran host for our veteran show.
Oh, really?
Yes, Ruben Treviso. He's a good guy, and he's a practicing Buddhist.
Yeah, I call it lessons and teachings. I am Catholic, raised, and still am. It's not a transformation or change of religion per se, but really it's just
Embracing of it?
a lesson in
Yeah.
life, because it has to deal with the law of nature in our place here and how we connect with everyone and everything in it, whether it be animals, plants, the beach, the mountains, the rain, the sun, a good day, a bad day, a negative person, a positive person. So these are all of our elements around us, and if we really learn that philosophy and use it on our daily walk, we're going to have a lot more of a content journey.
Well, that makes
Definitely.
a lot of sense. And so this is like a turquoise,
With Buddhas.
yeah,
Yeah. And
kind of
then I
motif
have-
on it. If you don't mind, let me turn
Oh,
around
yes,
so I can look
please
at it.
do. Yes,
I'm trying to
please.
see it
Yes, of
on this
course.
side. This is what happens when you have a giant microphone,
No
folks.
problem. Please do. Yeah,
And,
go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that is really nice. Yeah, I just noticed that there are the little
it-
figurines there.
Yeah, they're all Buddhas all the way across in turquoise, and then I added the meditation Buddha on the bottom.
Now, I guess forgive my ignorance. I'm an artist of some sort. In the past years, I used to paint and do pen and ink and all that stuff. But see, in murals. But I guess what fascinates me the most is that how do you create all this? I mean, what do you? I mean, do you actually forge it yourself, carve it yourself? How does it
Oh, no.
come to
I don't-
fruition?
I mean, my beads are all vintage, and or I do shop in the Far East.
Okay.
From Japan and Hong Kong.
Right.
A lot of things are from Italy as well, or London, as these two pieces are here. But I just kind of gather different pieces and then just put them together and compose a one of a kind. So I don't make the stones per se, but I really work with vintage element. So I really try to stay with charms, stones, beads from the 1940s and 50s, 60s and 70s, and that's as far as I go. I try to keep it very
It's very beautiful.
vintage.
My mom, God rest her soul, she would have loved that because she was a very swanky
Right.
dresser. And when
That's the word.
Yeah,
Yes.
swanky. Yeah,
Swanky.
Yeah, I think I'm losing your stand here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was working on that. Sometimes they do that, but
No, well, that's
I'm sorry.
No, not at all. I'm the one that feels bad because I'm
No,
such
no,
a
no,
klutz
it's
here.
okay, no problem.
See, this is almost live television, folks.
Hello. So that's Aurora Borealis. Those stones there on that pink neck stand, and that's from the 1950s. And then I added the charms, and the clock there is from England, and it runs and works, and it has some really beautiful
I'm going to hold it up.
etchings on the
See if I
back,
don't. There we go. So we get a
etchings
shot
of
of that.
like leaves and things, and the clock really works.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
I tell you. Like I said, they're good. I mean, I wish my daughter was here and some of the other ladies that work with us because they'd get a kick out of this, And me, I feel like I'm sort of like out of my league.
No, not at all. No, ask away. No
And that's
problem.
why. Well, that's I'm gonna. That's how we learn around here, right?
Yes, yes, you have to ask. Continually
Okay.
ask.
Now this one, I guess, and I guess it seems like totally like I'm lost. But what color would you call this?
Seafoam green.
Thank you.
Almost
Okay.
the color of your shirt,
Uh-oh.
which is very nice on you.
Oh, well, thank you. You're
That
just too
green.
kind.
It's a very healthy color, seafoam green.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it, and I'm like I said, as an artist myself, I've worked with colors, and I've never really seen this color.
Yeah, it's
Something similar, but not this actual color.
1950s beads on Italian tile. This was a piece of Italian tile, and it was just so beautiful. I said I have to do something with it, so I put all the rhinestones on there and added the seahorse and also blinged him out. So then I just composed all three elements together. And they're also detachable if you didn't want to wear such a big piece like that on your neck. The tile piece is a brooch, comes off, and you could just wear it on a jacket or a sweater.
Oh, okay. So
it's
it's
optional.
very practical and functional.
Yes, you have options with a couple of my pieces. They can either be a neck piece or take off the centerpiece and wear it as a brooch. So it's like a 2-in-1.
I like the way you express yourself. Other people say brooch, and she says brooch,
Brooch,
and you said niche.
brooch.
See, I use that. I pronounce it niche, and I've never heard anybody else
yes.
that does it. But
Niche,
that's
yes,
niche. That's the
that
way
is
you.
correct.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. That's why I was fascinated. I was going, wow, somebody actually says it. You getting some of this, Gloria? That's Gloria just walked in, our beloved production associate, and she was with us when actually she did most of the filming for the Veterans Village celebration. So and we lost the couple, Terry and. Oh, okay. I know because Terry would have loved this. She would have got a kick out of this. But this is really great. So, I mean, just to toss it out there, how many pieces do you have? I mean, if you could just put a ballpark figure.
It varies. It depends when I do a show or how many items I'm moving online. But the collection is always changing, I would say, every 6 weeks.
Really? That is phenomenal. And how do you find the time?
That's all I do,
Really?
day and night. Either creating, selling, listing, photographing, doing lots of research, lots of reading. I like to go to events to get ideas or certain art galleries, museums, even just different little towns just to see the people and the energy and just kind of learn from there and take it all in and, just start making my pieces. Usually I start around midnight.
Wow. And you still keep yourself alive on that. I can't even last that long. I think last night we did our show and I didn't go to sleep till 2 and I paid the price this morning, trust. Or I didn't pay the price, my students did.
Oh,
Yeah, because I was like,
tired.
yeah. And then rushing over here to do what we did. We did it, like I said, we did
Veteran.
Memories of, we did Memories of Aslan today, which is the new show.
Oh.
And so I rushed over here and did this. And then we went to the Veterans Village, which started late. because everybody was networking. Say this, I wish I should have hijacked you and brought you over there. You would have a good time, you know.
Yeah,
And
sounds
a
good.
lot of nice people there. And then, of course, coming back to snatch you on a segment here,
Oh, thank you. I
because
appreciate
like I
it.
said, when I discovered you in my social network journey,
Yes, yes.
I was very curious. You piqued my curiosity in regards to like what you do, because I'm always looking for different, let's say, creative professions that people do, and that's why we usually get a pretty eclectic kind of group of guests on my show.
Interesting.
Mine's a more of a potpourri, if you will,
That's
of
good.
people, and this is just incredible. So, is there a website?
I do not have a Cosabellatory website, but I do sell on Etsy, eBay, and Facebook
Oh, okay.
online. I may do a Cosabellatory website just for the line, but I'm doing okay right now as we are, and because I'm out so much personally in public and doing my shows and making my store visits, it seems
It's more like outreach.
that I'm okay.
Yeah.
But I may create.
Well,
a
no, the reason I'm
website.
saying is if somebody, when they see this segment, would like to get a hold of you, that's what I'm saying.
Facebook.
Okay, that's the,
That's a good place to
all right.
start.
Well, I just want to make sure, that we
Yes.
had it. So, you said you're here, a California girl originally,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, and we talked about this before we started this segment, about the fact that you have a very colorful ancestry.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, and that you're such a you got the European looks, which is obvious, but yet you also have the very youthful look of somebody being here from California. So
Oh, I see.
and that's
Yeah.
really phenomenal. So you take good care of yourself, and that's good.
Yeah,
It shows
I
like you
try.
said. Yeah, well, you said the beauty comes from within, and
It
and it
does.
shows.
It does.
So what's the future? What's the future hold for you?
Well,
What are you looking at?
let's see. Starting tomorrow, right? Because that's our future, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, God willing, we have a tomorrow, right?
Well, you never know.
So we'll start with tomorrow. I'm doing a shoot on the beach.
Oh, wow.
With the line. I'm gonna go out with some of my new pieces, which are the meditation mala bracelets, and that I have here. They're the newest pieces that I'm working on. And we're gonna shoot at the beach. I want it to be a very, very down to earth, very natural, very free, and just easy.
Okay, before we went on
kind
that real quick commercial break, so to speak, I was about to mention the fact that I'm not too intimidated by what you do on this stuff, only because I went to UC Santa Cruz as a young man, and it was during the hippie years,
Oh.
and there was a lot of people working with beads and different
Oh,
kind of creative
awesome.
stuff. So it was I was very comfortable and familiar with it. And when you're showing me some of your meditation jewelry, I'm looking at it and I go, boy, that gave me a flashback.
That's funny, yeah.
So-
Without the, how do you say, the party favors?
Yeah, well,
Right,
with the
from that time.
yes, without the artificial preservatives.
Right?
That's
very
what we used to
cute.
have it, right? But yeah, you said you were going to be doing a shot at the beach, showing some of your line, and that's going to be like you said. We're mentioning that you want to keep it down to earth, sort of, close to the natural order of things. I imagine.
Yes, very real, very comfortable, very easy, because this is how life should be, I think.
Well, that's when I discovered before we left, I discovered that Vincie's a Sagittarian, and so is my son, so is my niece, and I don't know. I just personally, you don't have to subscribe to it. It's all fun, but I noticed that Sagittarian people tend to be very mellow, laid back, very easy to get along with kind of people, but with a bad temper. Just a fair warning: if you get on the bad side, they'll creep up on you. You watch out.
Well, that's where the meditation comes in,
Yeah,
too.
you have to hold in the beast, huh?
Yeah, just, breathe in, breathe out, right?
Yeah,
But,
but that's really good. So, like I said, you're going to be doing a photo shoot. What's your next? How can I say it? Venture to like an exhibit, or what's an art walk? Like you said, you do those, and What's coming up next? Anything we should know about?
On Sundays, I do the Melrose Trading Post at the Fairfax High School. It's every Sunday from 9 to 5 in West Hollywood. That's Melrose and Fairfax, at Fairfax High School.
Did you know that? Well, you probably do know because you get around a lot more than I do. I have no life, folks. But my niece works for the MTA, and they do down there at the we used to call it the Ivory Tower here downtown. They do rent out space for artists and artisans to do present their creations there.
Oh, nice.
Where people get off the trains and all that deal. So. And so might be something you might want to look into, one of these days, and just catch that.
Is that the Grand Central? No.
No, it's the MTA bus terminal, the big one out there. So
downtown.
Downtown, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about a couple of things there. DTLA is really coming up in the arts.
Oh yeah.
There's an art walk there too, I believe, the third Thursday of every month as well in the evening. So there's a lot of events, restaurants and galleries.
You got to come to some of our things over in Whittier. We have some stuff out there.
I like Whittier too.
Yes. So they have a lot of good artsy kind of things going on there because it's a college town.
Right,
and you got a lot of that going on there.
A lot of nostalgia and vintage there too.
Definitely.
I
Antiques.
love
They even have they have the antique festival every year.
Oh yes, they do.
Yeah,
yes, they do. Yeah, I love it there too.
So
Well, thank you for that.
No problem. Like I said, I got an antique. I don't know if you want to call it a hutch. I don't know what you would call it. I'm still trying to forget
vitrine.
A what?
A vitrine.
I don't know. Like I said, you're talking to you're talking to a person that's like totally ignorant when it comes to antique anything, except for myself and my legs. But it's I guess to describe it, it's like a cabinet with glass doors and glass shelves and mirror behind it.
Well, a hutch.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Or
and
vitrine or cabinet.
Yeah,
or curio cabinet.
Yeah, I guess that would probably best
several
describe
words,
it.
But yes.
Yeah, I used to belong to my brother, God rest his soul, but he was a very big art kind of collector and artist, and he was a painter himself. And,
beautiful.
And he used to travel around the world. And this is,
nice.
I believe it's Chinese redwood.
Oh.
Okay, so it's solid.
Oh, nice.
And he lives out in West LA, West Hollywood area right there. So he left it to us. And I have it, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. So keep it in mind if I ends up on your doorstep, because I don't want to lose. See, I'm a person, I don't like to waste anything, especially something of beauty.
Yes.
And and it's not going to do me any good. I mean, unfortunately, I used to, when I had a bigger place, when bigger family before my pops went to his reward, we used to put like all the family mementos there.
Oh yeah, there you go. That would be nice.
And it was like almost like a museum piece, with all the pictures of the family and such.
Oh yes.
And now it's like, like I said, I hate to see anything happen to it. And if it wasn't so darn heavy, I would have taken it to the antique festival and off them. But I'd rather give it to some. It's like a pet. You want to give it to a good home.
There you go.
Somebody's going to take care of it and appreciate it. I know. I told my daughter she might be interested in it, but right now she's still getting her stuff together and in the new place, the new digs that she has. So, and that's what I say. But you know what? It's so funny. It feels like I've known you all my life. You feel very, very familiar.
Oh wow! Thank you.
And that's what I'm saying. I could see, like doing the woman show in particular. You would be really good at.
I would love that.
And it'd be a good balance because we have one lady who's a financial advisor with 2 MBAs from USC.
Oh, wow.
And of course, my daughter with her life coaching skills and a friend of hers that's along similar lines. Okay. So we've got, we got quite a good group of talented young ladies that are coming to the play. We just lost our lawyer. We have a lawyer that I used to call my hippie chick lawyer because she was only 30, but she looked like something out of the 60s, right? And real sweetheart. But she got picked up by another channel, by the way.
Oh wow!
So now because we were doing a legal show here with her as well.
Oh, that's
so
great.
And that's the usual way we do it. See, we have the women that are on the show, on the Women's Talk Show, have shows of their own.
Oh.
Also running on the channel, so it's sort of like the Avengers, folks. We have all these women superheroes that come, team up and talk about issues.
That's awesome.
So I think you'd be really good, and you're not far from here.
No, I'm not. No.
That's why you surprised me. I don't know why I kept thinking you were coming from like the other side of the planet, but
No.
But this is really good.
Yeah.
So, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I want you to come to my regular scheduled show. This is a special segment, folks, because every so often we do an arts and creative arts and entertainment segment. We did that with a very talented musician last year, and we did a whole segment on him because he was telling the history of this one famous East Side Sound band. It was Cannibal and the Headhunters, by the way, if anybody was wondering. That was the people that did Land of a Thousand Dances, you know. So that's before your time, though. So, I know that. So any last parting shots? Anything you want to say to anybody out there if they're interested in the piece?
Please visit me at Cosa Bellatory Jewelry on Facebook.com. Thank you very much for viewing and tuning into Arturo's show today. It was my pleasure to have been here. And blessings to everyone, and namaste.
And you'll see her again. We're going to book her for our April show, so that way she can have all the trimmings, the band, the food, and everything.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, we'd love to have you there. All righty.
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, thank you very much, Arturo Esparza, El Monte Tonight Special Edition. We'll see you soon.
That's it.